why your life isn't changing, and exactly how to transform it. If you're watching this right now, I want you to be honest with yourself, not with me, not with your friends, not with your family, with yourself. Are you truly living the life you know you're capable of living? Because deep down, most people already know the answer. They know they're capable of more discipline, more money, more confidence, more impact, more purpose. And yet, year after year, nothing changes. The same habits, the same excuses, the same frustration, the same promises that never become reality. And eventually, people convince themselves that this is just life, that success is for someone else, that greatness is reserved for a special few. But that's not true. The truth is much harder. The truth is that most people never become who they're capable of becoming because they never fully commit. They want the results, but they don't want the transformation. They want the reward, but they avoid the process. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Because transformation is not an event. Transformation is an identity shift. And until your identity changes, your life won't. Let me explain. Most people focus on outcomes. They say, I want to lose 50 pounds. I want 6 figures. I want confidence. I want a better relationship. I want financial freedom. Those goals sound great, but they're focused on the destination, not the person required to get there. The real question isn't, what do you want? The real question is, who do you need to become? Because a broke mindset cannot create wealth. An undisciplined mindset cannot create success. A weak identity cannot build a powerful life. Everything starts with identity. Everything. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your standards. And your standards come from identity. Most people spend their lives trapped in a cycle. They get inspired. They get excited. They watch a motivational video. They buy a course. They make a vision board. They set goals. And for a few days, they feel unstoppable. Then reality shows up. The alarm goes off early. They don't feel like training. They don't feel like working. They don't feel like creating content. They don't feel like staying disciplined. And because they built their life on feelings instead of standards, they quit. Again, then they start over. Again. And they repeat this cycle for years. Some people repeat it for decades. The saddest part, most people never realize what's happening. They think they need another strategy, another book, another course, another mentor, when what they really need is a new identity. My name is Bryan Camacho. I was born in the Dominican Republic. I wasn't born wealthy. I wasn't born with special advantages. Like many people, I've experienced setbacks. I've faced challenges. I've made mistakes. I've had moments where life didn't go according to plan. But every challenge taught me something. And one lesson changed everything. The person you become matters more than the circumstances you're facing. Because circumstances change, opportunities change, markets change, people change. But the person you've built yourself into stays with you everywhere you go. If you become disciplined, you'll find opportunities. If you become valuable, you'll create income. If you become resilient, you'll survive setbacks. If you become focused, you'll accomplish things that once seemed impossible. The game is not about getting, the game is about becoming. Most people spend their lives trying to escape pain, but pain is one of the greatest teachers you'll ever have. Pain tells you where you're weak. Pain tells you what needs work. Pain reveals the truth, and the truth is often uncomfortable. Sometimes you're not stuck because life is unfair. Sometimes you're stuck because you've accepted standards that are too low. That's hard to hear, but it's also empowering. Because if your choices created your current reality, your choices can create a different future. That's good news because it means you're not powerless. You're responsible. And responsibility is where power begins. Now let's talk about transformation. Real transformation has 5 pillars. The first pillar is faith. Without faith, people quit. Faith gives direction. Faith gives purpose. Faith gives meaning. The second pillar is fitness. Your body affects everything. Your confidence, your energy, your discipline, your self-respect. The third pillar is finances. Money isn't everything, but financial stress destroys freedom. You need skills. You need value. You need income. The fourth pillar is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and reality. Without discipline, nothing else matters. And the fifth pillar is purpose. Without purpose, people drift. Purpose creates direction. Purpose creates focus. Purpose creates meaning. And when these pillars aligned, transformation becomes inevitable. Now here's something most people don't want to hear. Information isn't your problem. You already know what to do. You know you should work out. You know you should eat better. You know you should save money. You know you should stop wasting time. You know you should stop making excuses. The issue isn't knowledge. The issue is execution. And execution comes from identity. When your identity changes, your actions change. When your actions change, your results change. When your results change, your life changes. It's that simple and it's that difficult. Imagine where you'll be 1 year from today if nothing changes. Seriously think about it. Same habits, same excuses, same routines, same mindset. Where does that lead? Now imagine 1 year of discipline, 1 year of consistency, 1 year of keeping promises to yourself, 1 year of focused effort. Do you think your life would look different? Of course it would. That's the power of transformation. Not one giant decision, thousands of small decisions, repeated daily. If you made it this far into the video, you're different from most people. Most people won't sit through a conversation like this. Most people want entertainment, not truth. But if you're still here, I want you to understand something. You have more potential than you realize. You are capable of more than you've demonstrated. Your future is bigger than your current circumstances. But none of that matters unless you act. Dreams mean nothing without action. Goals mean nothing without discipline. The future belongs to the people who execute, not occasionally, consistently. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting. Stop negotiating with yourself. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. And eventually, years disappear. Start today. Take action. One step, one commitment, and keep it. Then do it again tomorrow. And again the next day. And again the day after that. Because that's how transformation happens. One day at a time. One decision at a time. One standard at a time. One identity shift at a time. And eventually you'll wake up and realize something incredible. You became the person you once dreamed about becoming. And that's when your entire life changes. My name is Bryan Camacho. Thank you for watching. And if you're serious about transforming your body, mindset, discipline, and life, send me the word transform. Let's see if you're truly ready for the next level. I'll see you in the next video.